everyone, welcome to the Hibblejaybob monthly news for May. If the whirring and things is a little bit louder than it normally is, you may notice I have the side off of my computer because it's currently about 35 degrees indoors and my computer is kind of struggling just a little bit. Okay, so yes, so during May, I pretty much announced that I was scaling back my YouTube operations. So for those of you who might have missed that, to cover basically what happened, I obviously am an extremely high content provider on YouTube, providing I was doing up to 15 videos a week, which is a damn lot. There are some YouTubers that don't put out 15 videos in a goddamn year, and I was doing that in one single week. And it was all fine and good last year. Last year when we got to around kind of April, May kind of time, I saw a huge boost in my views and interactions, and very quickly I started doubling, tripling the amount of people that were coming into my channel and watching the videos, which was great. However, having not changed that formula, keeping it on the successful one from last year, unfortunately the same positivity is not coming. So as it stands, I am doing far too much work for absolutely no benefit at all. So basically, because of that, I decided to take a step back from YouTube. I have a full-time job, which now complements 3 other jobs, so I'm actually very pushed for time nowadays, which effectively means, yeah, no time and no reward for doing high content. It's really not worth doing it. So I've scaled back from the 15 videos all the way down to about an average of 9, I think. 9? 6 on, yeah. So 9 videos, 6 on Hibblejaybob and 3 on Hibblejaybob Gaming, which is still very high. I should point out, it's still very high. But that's basically just to help me start enjoying time, because as I've said to a few people now, I'm starting up, like most people like play games to procrastinate from things. I do other things to procrastinate from gaming, because having to sit in front of a camera and record it the whole time means that everything you do in video games becomes like work and not like a passion. And I play games because I've always loved video games and I want to keep it like that. So yes, so I've decided to take a little step back from things, which is fine. Hopefully everyone seems to support me in that decision, although they are sad to see a lower volume of content. It is, well, it does mean that I can actually keep producing content, which I suppose is the main thing. So as I plonked up on the website, because I'm trying to be a little bit better with putting up website content, I'm starting something new. So for those of you who maybe have never been to a YouTube event, one of the things that they tell you is if you're looking to get like regular viewers, having and keeping to a schedule is very important. I mean, there are people that don't have schedules that are massively successful, and then there are people that do have schedules that are just potatoes. So it's not a guaranteed thing, but it helps. It does help. So because one of the things I thought about doing this before, but when you do a very high volume of content, it can be quite easy to lose track of what was on time and what wasn't. So I basically started a slash. I can't even say it. It's the service delivery report, which is basically how many of my videos were on time, how many were posted slightly late, and how many were cancelled. So as for this month, there were only 14 videos that went out, because I started it on like the 20th or something, and 7 of them were on time and 7 of them ended up being cancelled, sadly due to the Manchester attacks. I took the decision to cancel a lot of the videos. As you know, doing emergency service content, it can be seen to be quite sensitive in a time like this, and I need to acknowledge that. So I took the decision to cancel everything for the week and push it into next week. So when it was rescheduled, it was shown on time, but 7 were on time, 7 were cancelled, and that is the results for that one. So far we are 6 days into June, and I have everything on time. So this is basically a good way of getting to catalogue that. So actually, I don't know if you can see my notes. So this is my YouTube schedule on paper, which is It's got all of the videos that I'm recording and various notes about them. And you'll notice there's, well, you probably can't even see that, but there's on time and cancel, and basically I just keep track of this in paper, just so I've got a better idea of what I'm doing, and hopefully that'll allow me to kind of understand more about the kind of the delivery of my content. Obviously I have a hands-on thing in making and editing and uploading, but actually publishing can sometimes be a little bit out of my hands, particularly if YouTube goes on a tizzy, which it sometimes does, or my internet goes on a tizzy, which it often does. Yeah, this is just an easier way to help me keep track of it. As for you guys, I suppose it doesn't really do much to help. So that is that. I've talked about winding down. Let's talk about video of the month. So channel successes. For the first time since starting doing the video of the month, which was back in like 2015 or something. I think it was the end of 2015, maybe the start. Anyway, it doesn't matter. There was a 3-way tie. There was actually a 4-way tie technically for the video of the month with likes, because 4 videos got 12 likes during the month of May. One of them got 1 dislike, so was disqualified. The other 3 basically then fell to the highest views of all of them, and so Emergency 4 with the London Mod episode 58 was what ended up taking the biscuit in the very end. And so that was for likes. For views, I kind of get confused because I'm doing this the wrong way around this month. For views, we actually had the opposite problem. Everything had a pretty much mundane views, so I actually had to drop, because of the rules of the video of the month, it had to drop down to the 4th place video with 500 views, and yes, that's how low I'm down to now. And that was Emergency 4 with the Kent Mod episode 66, which was an attempted bombing at the festival. So yes, that is channel successes. Well, that's video successes for the month. How did the channel do in the merry month of May? Well, for the first time in a while, the watch time is up, even though the total number of views is down, which I guess is okay. It means viewer retention is up. Likes are up, and subscribers are very, very slightly up, but still very low. So everything is kind of crawling forward, but not accelerating, not nearly at the rate that it did last year. So yeah, it seems that my decision to kind of scale back content has not been looked upon too unfavourably, which is very, very good. Okay, so a few more things to talk about. First of all, if you didn't see it, I got to go and be a photographer, independent, at the scene of what was a major fire, and managed to catch a lot of specialists and some technically rare vehicles arriving at the scene. So yeah, there's a link to that video that's down in the description. It was posted on Emergency Services in Scotland when it happened. I'm quite fond of the video, so yeah, feel free to check it out if you would like to. Moving on, I'm going to tease you with something, and all I'm going to say is I'm thinking about starting a 3rd channel that is going to be like a 0-hour channel, basically, a 0 content channel. It's going to be 1 video a month. I'm not going to talk about it more than that. Actually, I will. I will say, for anybody that watches me for video games, probably not going to be of interest to you. But yes, I'm still humming and hawing over the idea. So we will, well, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what happens in the future. I'll certainly make all the announcements on my website, on Facebook, and on the YouTubes. And that's that. I'm trying to think of what else, because I should have done notes for this, and I bloody well didn't. Ah yes, 2 things. So one thing that keeps getting brought up is my spam policy. Oh my god, what's my hair doing? Right, shut up. So just a reminder that I keep a pretty hardline spam policy, because as I say, even though I am scaling things back, I am still doing a hell of a lot of work to record videos, come up with unique ideas for them, get them recorded, get them edited, get them re-rendered, get them uploaded and get them published. And it's still a massive, massive kick to the teeth that says, hey, I know this is an Emergency 4 video, but what about GTA 5? What about GTA 5? And it's just like, no, I'm not gone through all this work for you to just like blow it off for nothing. I know other people might be okay with it, but I'm not, and I've made that clear many times in the past. I do have a strike policy, and there's a web page now that explains my strike policy, and it keeps coming up. I don't like irrelevant comments. I love when people like message me in with like questions and support and things. So long as they're relevant, like that's what the comment section's for. If you just want to make a general comment, that's what social media is for Facebook and Twitter, and I post them in every single video. So yeah, I mean, if it's completely pointless, another one is like, first. Oh, good for you. Actually, you're not the first to view it. I was, because I made it, and I have to double check it. So shut up. No, I'm not a fan of irrelevant comments. I get notifications every single time somebody posts on one of my videos. I get my phone basically rings. I check it. I always read through them. I might not be able to reply straight away, but I always try and check straight away wherever possible. And like I say, it's just a humongous kick to the teeth when it's just something completely irrelevant. Actually, there's been a lot of trolls as well, but that's kind of a separate issue. Anyway, yes, please bear in mind that I only like relevant comments on my videos. If you want to ask a generic question, you are more than free to do so, but please do so in the right places, which are Facebook and Twitter, which are linked in every single video that I do. And if you do it on YouTube in the wrong place, then I will still shout at you. That will happen. And so I guess I'm going to end this video by talking about an upcoming video. So no, that sounds positive. And I'm going to end this video by talking about an upcoming holiday. So in the middle of July, I am going to be moving house, which I can't wait for. So all of this surrounding is going to change. I'm no longer going to have a potato internet, which is awesome. And yes, as a result of that moving of the house, I'm basically going to need some time to get set up and yada yada yada. And I imagine YouTube is going to be pretty sketchy over that time. So I'm basically going to take a holiday. The holiday is going to be the same time as I am dedicating to moving house. So basically from the 13th of July all the way to maybe the 20th or 21st, I'm not really sure yet. I will be on holiday from YouTube, so there will be no videos from me on Hibblejaybob or Hibblejaybob Gaming. So yeah, you can look forward to that. Anyway, yes, I know it might have been a bit confusing to people when I posted my I'm resigning from YouTube video. I was trying to be very careful not to clickbait it and to say I'm quitting YouTube, because I wanted to be quite clear, and this is why I'm rephrasing this now, that I am not quitting YouTube. I am still here. I'm going to be here for a while. Woo. Just slightly reduced content. So I do apologise if anyone got caught up with confusion about that. I did try my hardest to avoid it, but sometimes things are unavoidable. So anyway, that's it for this monthly news video. It has gone on quite a wee bit longer than it usually does. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.